Okay, so quick little writing update. I have to go to work in 5 or 10 minutes, and let's give you guys a quick update on the last book. Um, I've been plugging away at these like 2 chapters a lot for like I don't know, since I think for about 2.5 weeks I've been working on these 2 chapters, and the reason for that is because these chapters were originally already like fully written because these were going to be before I planned on even writing this book. These last 2 chapters and an epilogue were going to be stapled to the end of book 2. um, these chapters are a time skip thing, so essentially it was going to go from the ending of book 2, which ended a little bit differently, and then it was going to jump ahead to the chapters I'm writing right now and basically end the series after book 2, which would have made it Children of Faust, um, Transgression, Devil to the Damned, Cataclysm, and that would have been it. 4 books, basically. And then there's like, Impurity and Hiwaloma, which I think I do plan on writing those out more fully after this. I do want to include those as more fleshed out, a bit more neatly presented stories. But that's like, think about that later. I do think I want to flesh those out, though, make it a little bit better, because I do like those stories for what they are. So, obviously, since the ending of book 2 changed, I planned on writing a 3rd book because of what I decided to go with. And then, so I cut off the last, it was like probably 30 pages, I think. I cut that off, finished writing that ending, that epilogue to set up the next story, and then I moved these to a separate document. I was like, I'll deal with that later. I'll keep that as it is because I still want that to be like the closer for the story, and I'll get to that later. When I got to that part in the book right now, in the book I'm working on, those chapters that I cut off the end of book 2 were not in this document, and I'm like, where did they go? Wait, why does it end here? Wait, what? It skipped this. Hold on a second, what the hell? So I went feverishly looking, like, there's no way I deleted that. There's no way I got rid of that. I was going to use it. I found it. It took me like 10 minutes, but I found it on my flash drive. I was like, oh, thank God. Moved it over to this book, and I've been working on it there. But because of the state that it was in, where it was like written out, because it was the ending to book 2 and the wrap of the story, now that I'm editing it, I'm like being so much more scrutinizing about it, because it's like I'm editing a near final draft version of it. So I'm like really taking my time nailing it down and fixing some things here and there. Given the and it would have also the story wouldn't have included the garden because it would have ended right there. So because I didn't end it at book 2, we got Omnibus, we got the garden, and we're getting Bane of Apotheosis, which is still the title right now. I don't think that's going to change. So, actually, it can't change because Omnibus is labeled as Bane of Apotheosis Prologue. Yeah, so I'm working on this, and I just wrote the big chunk of an emotional payoff, which was intense emotionally to do, and I'm excited for that to like come to light, kind of thing. And then we jump to the actual epilogue, and we see the characters we're following. We see them off to close the story, essentially, mostly. So yeah, I'm writing that, and it's been taking me a minute because I'm being so detail oriented and fixing stuff and whatever. And then once I get finished with this chapter and then the epilogue, which shouldn't have a whole lot to be changed, I don't think, then it's time for the next step after that. Is I'm not going to start right at the beginning and start doing the writing. I'm going to look at all of my notes, put them all out in front of me, and see what... Jesus Christ. Domino, what the fuck was that? What was that? I think, you okay, sweetie? Did that scare you? Are you okay? I think this thing, the little lock latch, I think this moved like a millimeter and it like locked in. Watch your face. I think it was like right on, yeah, it must have been right on the edge, and then it went like that and it slammed. Oh, sweetie, you okay? That scared me too. I poopied myself. I poopied all over myself. That was crazy. It's okay, BB. It's okay. It was just dumb things settling. It's okay. Anyways, what was I even saying? That scared the shit out of me. You got to see a genuine jump scare. I mean, I don't even get those in horror games that much. So, yeah, I'm going to go through all of my notes because I have a whole bunch. I have like 30 pages of notes and see what I'm keeping and what I'm not keeping. Okay, no, that was you stomping. What? Why are you thumping? Okay, so it wasn't that. She was just thumping. What are you mad at? Hold on. Okay, so she was just thumping. She didn't like me talking. I think she wants to go lay down, but she doesn't feel comfortable doing it while I'm out here talking. So we're gonna go sit in my car and finish this up. There's not even like a whole lot left to say, but to finish it, yeah, so I gotta go inject all these notes, figure out what's going where, because there's a lot of notes where it's like, oh, I need to make sure that during the scene that I just passed, that this character says this, or that we mention that this is part of the scene because that's important, or I need to swap this around or something like that. But I didn't go back and do it because I was too engrossed in where I was currently. So it's like, I'll make a note, I'll go back and do that later. So that's where I'm at, that's what I'm doing. And then once I finish injecting all those notes, we can start from the beginning and do the first real writing pass. And then once we get through all the way there, I'm probably going to do another full writing pass to make sure it's good after I do all my spell checking and shit. So I'm really going to put my best foot forward with this and try my best to make it something special because it is the closer of the series. So yeah, I have no idea, not one single clue of an accurate projection of a finished date. I still would have to fucking make a cover, and I have absolutely no idea what to do for a cover for this. Because God, if I put the main character in this on the cover, that will make finishing book 1 and seeing all the stuff make you so fucking confused. It's pretty warm in here. I'll think about that passively as I go about my days. If something pops in my head, cool. But shut up, I know I need oil change, I need gas, and my tire pressure's low. I just filled the air in my tire. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. Your support means everything. Leave a like for the video, and check out the books at vengeancebooks.com. And I'll see you guys. I'll update you again at some point.